Loblaws' latest read on grocery prices showed food prices in their stores have been dropping a little less than overall food prices and should remain that way as the province enjoys the fruits of its bounty. But what next after the fall harvest?
Well, Professor Sylvain Charlebois is a professor and director of the Agri-Food Analytics Lab at Dalhousie University and joined us live again this morning. Professor, good to see you today. Hope your summer's going well. This sounds like good news on the surface for Canadian shoppers that prices are kind of down a little bit, at least at Loblaws chains, but sounds like there's some sort of dark clouds on the horizon when it comes to potential impact of tariffs.
A little, absolutely. So first of all, it's rare that you see a grocer saying that prices are actually stabilizing or dropping. So that's certainly good news. Actually, vegetables are the big surprise, to be honest. Vegetables are cheaper today than last year.
Wow.
So that's really helping a lot of consumers. And absolutely, commodity prices are stable. And harvest in the eastern part of the country is also helping as well for fruits and vegetables. And so that's all good. But there are sections of the grocery store where things are really still up. I mean, more expensive. The meat counter is certainly one of them. We're starting to see bread prices go up a little bit. But geopolitically, things are complicated at the border, and so we're expecting, at the center of the store to see some pantry goods go up in price as well. The freezer aisle may get more expensive in the fall as well.
Yeah, okay. It's good to know that, fresh produce, fruits and vegetables are seeing that kind of downtick right now, but still above the kind of core inflation rate we have here in Canada. Talk about CUSMA, because I know you pointed this out. It might seem on the surface like we're exempt from more than 90% of these goods, but when it comes to food, there's a certain caveat, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we claim that 90% of all goods going to the U.S. Is CUSMA exempt, it's actually true theoretically. But you need to be in compliance and you need to prove provenance of all your ingredients. And not all companies are ready to do that or able to do that. And the other thing that we're hearing right now, and I've actually met with a few food manufacturers right here in Quebec over the last few days, and a lot of them are losing American accounts. Why? Because American companies are avoiding uncertainty. Anything that has to do with Canada and the U.S. is uncertain. We don't necessarily have a deal. There's no clarity. So right now, American companies are pivoting and buying American ingredients. Even though they're maybe a little bit more expensive, they're opting for certainty in the U.S. Now, you may think, well, we're going to get more food in Canada, so prices are going to drop. Not exactly. What's going to happen is that a lot of companies will have to review their prices in Canada to offset losses incurred in the U.S.
So, Professor, how does that, we talked to you earlier in the year about, your projections for food pricing throughout the year. With all this uncertainty, I mean, let's be honest, it's been a wobbly 6 or 7 months here. How does this line up with your forecast or projections, and where do you see things going now over the next several months?
Yeah, the three of us actually spoke about our forecast. Well, that was 8 months ago already. So we predicted that food prices would go up by as much as 3 to 5%. We're still comfortable with our forecast. Right now, food inflation is at 2.8%. So what we are expecting food inflation to start rising again, and we could actually reach 4% by the end of the year. So our forecast is still relevant as far as we are concerned. But, I mean, let's face it, 4% is still a lot of money.
Sure is, yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And in the Loblaw report, it also mentioned that chocolate, coffee, those prices are down. Things that you can kind of store because you can't really hoard a bunch of vegetables. Coffee.
Now, keep in mind, coffee is being tariffed right now. Anything that comes in from the U.S., that's coffee, tea. Oranges are more expensive because of counter-tariffs implemented by Ottawa. So if you're shocked by coffee prices, well, it's because of the counter-tariffs.
Okay, Professor Sylvain Charlebois, appreciate the time this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.